McLean versus Eduardo Rodriguez for a pregame now. Trying to grab some Venezuelan players. So I think USA's in a good spot today. McLean has some rebounds, and then Eduardo Rodriguez is definitely hittable.
Yeah, I mean, Eduardo Rodriguez has basically been free batting practice for batters for the last 2 seasons, and I kind of love that Nolan McLean is getting the shot in this high pressure situation. It's going to be good for his maturity as a player because he's still so young. He's entering his rookie season because he didn't get to the 55 inning mark last year. I'm very excited for this game. I think it's going to be a very high scoring game, and I think USA comes away with it pretty easily though.
I agree. We're due for a high scoring game. The last two have been low. I'm going to say like 10 to like 8 or something. Like
Yeah, I
10,
mean
10-8 USA.
we haven't really seen this USA offense yet kind of explode into what they're really meant to be. I think this could be the game that uh, a lot of people are on, and we get a lot of multi-hit games.
I agree with
Um,
you 100%. A lot of good bullpen. The thumbnail's still messed up. I got to fix it. And the title.
dude,
I don't know why it keeps messing up.
I literally, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but let me try to fix it quick.
Oh my god. Um, Another thing that I really like about this USA squad is that Mason Miller is going to be available. So that's going to be really good for Team USA. They're one of, if not the best bullpen arm in the game. Will be available to pitch, and if it's a close game by the end, by the time Mason Miller comes around, it'll be a done deal.
Of course. Okay, so I saved Twit on Instagram now.
Okay.
So I'll
Yeah, I
try to
don't know
like
why that.
rectify the situation.
I'll repost your stuff.
Yeah, someone commented on the title, of course.
Oh my god. On Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what we gotta do, but you gotta fix that somehow.
I will. I will. I will.
So my key hitters today for USA, I definitely have an interest in looking for a big righty bat like Bobby Witt to start today. Definitely see a good Bobby today. I think Alex Bregman's a factor because he's back in and he has a lot of experience off Eduardo Rodriguez. And then Byron Buxton, we know how much he destroys left-handed pitching. So could Byron Buxton hit a homer today? Like maybe his first at bat.
Yeah, I think it's gonna start in the first inning for this USA team. I mean, you have that stacked top of the order. I think Bobby Witt Jr. is a really good chance of getting on base against Eduardo Rodriguez. Obviously, you have Aaron Judge in the 3 hole, Bryce Harper, who's been struggling in the 2 hole.
He has been, yeah.
Mark DeRosa has kind of been stand pat with putting Bryce Harper and trusting Bryce Harper in that 2 hole through the struggle of this WBC. It looks like he's fully taken out Cal Raleigh after his struggle, and now it's Will Smith behind the plate.
Yeah, Raleigh's on the bench again, but I wonder if it's just because it's a left-handed pitcher, maybe they'll put him in later in the game when the righty comes in because he didn't play the last game either. So I was
Hmm.
definitely a little surprised about that just because it's Cal Raleigh. Obviously, Justin Schwarber had huge promise here. PCA's on the bench. So for Venezuela, I'm looking at Gleyber Torres for sure. He's been swinging the bat pretty well. Miguel Garcia's been super, super hot. But like, I'm actually Eugenio Suarez for sure after the homer yesterday because we know how hot he can get. So I would say Suarez, Torres, and then like Acuna, we can always say Acuna, but like if you want me to think of something different, like Ezekiel Tobar's been really good.
Ezekiel Tovar has been absolutely incredible for Venezuela this WBC.
Yeah.
And
But the
and
guy I was thinking about actually that to bring up was
mm,
William Bray.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
That's all right.
Willie Abreu had that monstrous swing against, I think it was Team Japan,
Yeah, I mean,
and
yeah,
holy crap, that was one of the best home runs I've ever watched
yeah.
from a
So
fan's perspective.
that was a crazy bomb.
I mean, I've watched
All right, bro.
I've watched almost every single game of the WBC this year, and it's genuinely been one of the best fan experiences I've ever watched. I mean, the atmosphere, the crowd never dies, and they're
A
all
couple things. Give me your. I'm gonna hit it, but give me your bullpen X factors. I'm gonna be on the move.
bullpen X factors. Obviously Mason Miller. I don't think
Hear
Bednar's
me,
available. Maybe I think Brad
guys. Say you
Keller
like
can.
tonight.
Maybe I think Brad Keller could get in there and go for maybe 2 innings.
Yeah. For
But
Venezuela, I want to see what they're gonna do with Rangers tomorrow. I want to see if Rangers gonna pitch because
yeah.
he pitched a few days ago, so he could technically pitch if they wanted him to.
Mhm. Yeah. I
But
mean,
I don't know if the Red Sox will like them being that aggressive with him. But he's in play. Most of the relievers they're gonna try to use again if they can. I think, except one guy threw 2 innings, so he's not gonna throw. I definitely see Pizarro getting back in there, Palencia getting back in there, Cepera getting back in there. They're going to try to follow a similar blueprint and hope Rodriguez goes longer than Kyle Montero and probably switches. Emmanuel to Jesus is a big factor today because
mhm.
he pitched a lot the other day, but he had a couple of days rest, so they might use him for like an inning maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Obviously Bizardo and Palencia are the back end of that great bullpen that they have. Two great pitchers, two pitchers who really exceeded last year as well. Palencia struggled a tiny bit in the middle of the season, but he's still stand packed as that closer for the Cubs.
Yeah, he's been good. I'm looking forward to seeing if he pitches again today. He's been a very good sport. He's the first to the game, so he's definitely. But we'll have the live game be later. Hopefully, we can figure out these title issues and thumbnail stuff. But we'll be.
Yeah, he's gone. I think he may have lagged out, or he just left. Okay. All right. All right. Peace out, guys. We're back. Um, we're gonna put some award predictions in.